I'm Joshua Barnes and you're watching NewsX World. Let's first take a look at our top stories. Syria's interior minister says that violent clashes in the Druze-majority city of Sweida have now halted after reports of further unrest. Israel and Syria have agreed to a US-brokered ceasefire after Israeli military action over the sectarian violence. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says that Kyiv has offered a new round of direct talks with Moscow for next week as the Russia-Ukraine war continues to rage on. Intensifying aerial attacks from both sides come amid continued calls for a truce. The reported death toll from Israeli attacks on Gaza aid sites yesterday has now risen to 39, according to the Gaza Civil Defense Agency. Questions have been raised by humanitarian groups over the safety of GHF aid sites in Gaza following potentially hundreds of casualties. A man has been charged with assault with a deadly weapon. This follows an incident in LA where a car drove into a crowd of people outside of a nightclub. Dozens were injured, with many in a critical or serious condition, according to local emergency services. Japanese citizens are heading to the polls with voting in the tightly contested upper house election. In a key test for Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba, the potential for a loss of LDP-led coalition majority could lead to political instability. At least 10 people have died, with others still missing after heavy rainfall leading to flash flooding and landslides in South Korea. Search and rescue operations are ongoing, with fears that the death toll could continue to rise. The death toll in Vietnam after a tourist boat capsized has now risen to 37 people, with 5 still missing. The Wonder Sea boat was carrying 48 passengers and 5 crew on a tour of the popular Halong Bay when the incident occurred, that according to reports. And Ukrainian boxer Alexander Usyk has further cemented himself as a boxing all-time great after unifying the heavyweight division for a second time, following a devastating win over Daniel Dubois in London. The British fighter was overwhelmed and stopped in the 5th round.